Should I just do that anyway? Hello and welcome to like as if I wasn't in shot.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to Eggs with Glen 101, Eggs 101. Let's go. Let's go. The first step is going to be cocoa butter. My favourite brand of cocoa butter. I'm not going to show that on the show, it's not endorsed. We're just going to take just a little bit, tiny little bit of that. It's going to go into the pan, cold, just work it, just roughly where you think it might need to be.
Nice.
And this is where you turn on the heat. I like to go for a medium heat. I've gone for 4 out of 6. If you want, you could go 5, you could go 3. 4 works for me. Have I said did I say we'll wait until it gets hot?
I don't know.
Oh, well, when the next cut. Do you mind? My life isn't a show, okay?
What are we doing now?
Just waiting.
Why?
Because the pan's not hot. Okay, so now that the pan's hot, we're going to take just a few olives, just little dash, just a few there, just some, just get that in there, secure, back on. Just mixes with that cocoa just nicely there. Bring them like, I like you putting the camera there, but I'll come in with them. No, I mean like where you were, but pointing at there. And so this next bit can get a bit messy. So you're gonna want some gloves. I have nitrile. You can go latex. I like the powder free. Black is my colour. Do what you want. Live your life. This is the way I'm going to do it. You still film? Okay, so I'm going to put these on here and just that. And so we're ready to go now. So as next step, we're going to take 1 egg at a time. You choose the nicest looking one. I've already chosen, as you can see. It's dark, it's got all them little spots. Now, some of you are good enough to crack with just 1 hand. I am not. Let's go. Oh, you just get that right in there. Take the shell. See what I mean? It can get messy. Pop that anywhere you want. You're going to take your next egg. This is a good egg.
Why?
This says nice things to me. We're going to crack this one too. Just get that right in there. Get as little shell as possible. Little shell doesn't matter, you know, get that right in there too. Just adds a bit of flavour. And then you're going to want... shit, it's fucking cooking, come on, shit. And then just get a spoon, whatever. Just get it going. Just get that going there. All you really want to be doing at this point is just getting it going. That is cooking quite nicely there. As you can see, our next step, we're going to take the choco topping. I don't know if you remember that. You could use strawberry topping, vanilla topping, any sort of topping you want. Just a light sprinkle in there. Just a bit more sprinkle. Now, whilst that's just getting going, we're going to choose. We have our selection here. Come get closer. Now, you can choose whatever you want, really. I'm going to go for the fantastic Haribos. Let's go for that. Oh, can I see the brand? Can I?
I don't know.
The fantastic sweets. And we're going to put them just one or two. Get them where you want them to be. And just put them in there. And just get it going. Just get it going. Just make sure it's still going. It's not really an omelette anymore, is it? Our next ingredient, and just to top it off here, you're going to get some authentic, lovely Tennessee honey. Don't know if you can see that there. I prefer the, we can't do brands, can we? Should we? The Tennessee original recipe honey. And you just want a glug or two, just on a spoon, and just get that in there. Ah, smell that.
I can smell it, they can't.
Smells like old Tennessee, back home, back in the good old days. Get that in there. Get a proper close up of it now. Just get that going. Tiny, just one. I'd go one more. I'm having a good day, you know. We'll have one more then. And if you're a little bit cheeky, you just have one for yourself there. Oh, I love honey, mate. And just get that going, just on its own. You don't even really need to, just get that. Just leave it on its on its own. And that's gonna taste.
So list the ingredient.
Ingredients: 2 eggs, cocoa butter, olives. I didn't really use enough for them. Toppings: some unbranded, fantastic. And you can't forget the secret ingredient. Lovely Tennessee honey. Now, I have this just all over my hands, but as you can see, here.
Not the real hand.
Not the real hands. My hands are not that colour. My hands are this colour.
Kind of peachy beige.
I don't know if you remember the omelette from last week, but it's a bit similar to that, but in the Fantastics, they are replacing the, is it jelly? Jelly?
Bone marrow.
Bone marrow, jelly.
Like
Replace the jelly, gelatin.
Gelatin.
Gelatin. As you can see, that's just bubbling away nicely. On its own, get its own work done. It's individual, doesn't need a boss telling it what to do. So I'm going to take this heat from 4, and for the last, just turn to 6 out of 6. Top heat, best heat, most definitely what I want to eat. Let's eat. Heat pads, Thai, cooking show, eggs with Glen. Now, instead of the pile that we had before, you want to spread to the edges. You want to spread to the edges. Get it right out to the, no, not the camera. Whatever the shit this is.
Sorry.
Spread it out to the edges. And you can see this lovely residue on the middle. we're going to be saving that. We're going to be using that later. That's all of them Fantastics and all of that cocoa butter. We're going to be using them strings. We're going to be using them strings. Do you see how much we can get from these strings? Do you see these strings?
It's beautiful.
What the fuck is going on? Just when it gets all the way down to that smell and that texture, you want it down to 0. Now,
None.
I have an electric hob, so it's going to stay hot for a little longer. If you don't, you just want to turn it down to the lowest temperature on the fire for about approximately, and then once that's been on it for that long, we're almost ready to go.
Home.
The old Tennessee hairy food. Do you smell that? That smells like it's done now. So we're gonna get a plate, which I have already prepared. Don't show me getting the plate. Egg, and we're just going to just spoon that. Spoon the majority. Spoon it all out. Just get that off of the pan. Take that all off. Just most of it. And now, I don't know if you remember, I'm going to put it back on just for the tiny, just get all of them bits off the bottom. See that? See that?
Yep.
That's what we need. That's what we need. Just garnish it on top like that. Just garnish with all of that. Just take that. For the final test, we're going to take the big spoon we've been using. Just going to try and get as many of the bits as you can. All them bits that were just garnished. The garnish, we're going to use all of that. And just get that and just... Tastes like home. Tastes like old Tennessee home. Now, we're going to get our guest on the show, Mr. Darwin.
It's good.
This has been Eggs with Glen. Is the music playing?
No, it should be.
The credits going.
I'll have the credits back.
Head chef Glen. Can't believe I just fucking hate that shit.